Just be yourself, bro. That's the best advice out there. But it is also the most misunderstood advice out there. And it is completely the fault of the red pill and the manosphere and the self-improvement community. The problem with the manosphere and self-improvement is that they create a very negative image of yourself, a very negative self-image. They tell you that you love playing video games and you love smoking weed and watching porn. And if you were yourself, you would spend your days watching porn and eating Cheetos while you play video games and smoke weed. But would you really do that? No. That's some bullshit, bro. When you are your higher self, when you really work on yourself, when you really start to excel in life, do you think that I wake up in the morning and think to myself, oh, I want to jack my dick off so much, but I will resist? No. Do you think, oh, I want to watch Netflix so much? No. Bull fucking shit. Oh, I want to get stoned. No. Fuck that noise, bro. I don't want any of that. Did I have the impulse to do things like that in the past? Yes. Was it ever myself, my real highest self, to want to do that shit? Never. It was just a way out of a shitty situation. Because that is what all addictions and vices are. They are a way for you to momentarily escape your shitty life. But they're not you. They're not yourself. And they're certainly not your highest self. So all the advice out there that tells you that if you were yourself, you would do all that shit, and you have to not be yourself so you don't drive people away. No, motherfucker, just don't smoke weed and watch porn and jack your dick, and you won't drive people away. And the real problem, aside from the fact that you instill a very negative self-image when you believe that you should not be yourself, because you also believe that you want to do all that shit when you think to yourself, I have to not be myself. The other problem is that when you are not yourself, you are nobody. The authenticity, the reason you watch me, the reason you watch the YouTubers you watch and you don't watch freaking Hamza and a bunch of bullshit YouTubers, is because we are authentic and those are not authentic people. And the same holds true in real life. We hate non-authentic people and we love authentic people. Have you taken a look on social media or on or even on YouTube, on influencers and shit like that, or people you know? And the cool people almost always look fake as fuck. Like they have the same tattoos and the same shitty necklaces and rings and shit like that. The same haircuts, the same clothes, the same everything. They act the same way, they talk the same way, they're complete copies of each other. And think to yourself, how can they have such a great life on paper and still they look fake as fuck, and that I would never really want to be their friends, I would never really want to be like that? Well, it is because they did exactly what I said. They said to themselves, alright, I'm a city person that wants to do a bunch of city things, and I'm going to do the bare minimum to have some good outcomes, like get some money and get some women. But at the core, my self-image is that I'm that city person that just wants to smoke weed while he watches porn and jack his dick and eat Cheetos. And because they are so shitty inside, because they believe all that, they hide everything about themselves. And part of hiding everything about themselves is hiding what makes them unique, what makes them different than other people. That's why they look so miserable and they look like complete copies of each other. And this is exactly what you will avoid by being yourself. So you might hide away all those negative qualities about you, which, as I said, you don't really have. But you also hide away everything that makes you unique. And once again, I do not mean indulge in your vices. You're going to skip all your vices. You're going to skip all those vices because they are not who you are. Not because they are who you are, but you just hide it away. All this is very subtle, but it is a huge mindset shift, and at first you might be tempted to just hide your real self, because your real self looks like shit right now, internally and externally. But over time, as you get better, if you make the conscious decision to not hide your highest and truest self, what you're going to get is some real ass friends and some women that are truly obsessed over you. Not because you meet like their standards, like, oh, he looks that good and he makes that much money and he takes me there with my friends and we do stories about it and it gives me social proof, blah blah blah. You're going to have all that, but you're also going to have an actual fucking personality and something that makes you you, that makes you unique and not able to be copied by anybody else. Because all the little intricacies, all the little jokes you make, all the specific way your brain works, all that is going to shine through if you make the conscious decision to not hide it. So fuck those fake as self-improvement gurus and red pill bullshit shit. Fuck that noise. Be yourself, but be your truest, highest self.